All right, guys, it is Paul here with my channel Value Flips, where we look for things to flip online for a profit. Before we go out to thrift stores hunting, I want to share with you guys a few sales that I've had in the last few days. First up is this 1989 Hasbro Transformer. I picked this up in an auction lot about 2 months ago. My cost is $7 for it. Ended up selling it for $55.75 plus shipping. So this is a great flip. The old first generation Transformers can do really well. I sold this Texas Instruments calculator, the TI-83. I've sold this calculator many times. I picked this up at a thrift store 2 weeks ago. I paid up for it. I paid $14 for it, but I ended up selling it for $31.60, and it sold within a day. So made a few bucks on this one. I sold this Texas Instruments TI-84 Plus calculator. This is a silver edition, so it's worth a bit more money. I picked this up again 2 weeks ago at a thrift store. I paid $13 for this one, which is a very fair price, and ended up selling it for $44.60 plus shipping. So great flip, easy money, and they sell really fast. It sold within a day. I sold this 2012 Monster High doll for $27.65. My cost on it was only $3, so great flip. Be on the lookout for Monster High dolls. They sell well, most of them. Picked up this vintage backspin puzzle game. This is from the early 90s. I paid $4 for this at thrift store and ended up selling it for $19.65 plus shipping. I've sold this game before. Be on the lookout for them. With their box, they can even sell for more, but the sell-through rate is really good on them, about 100%. So if you find them for cheap, pick them up. All right, everybody, it is Paul, and we are out looking for things to flip online. I'm here at a Salvation Army, looking at the old Pyrex, seeing if I can find anything cheap that's worth a lot of money. Here's a cool Aladdin figure. I wanted $5 for it, which is kind of pricey. Wasn't selling for too much and very slow sell-through rate, so just kept moving. There's a clay art bowl that is contemporary, not worth anything. Starbucks barista mug. I did not look this one up. It had some damage on it, so I decided to not mess with it. The condition was not good. They also wanted like $4 for it, which is too high in my opinion. Here I am moving into electronics. This is at a Savers Value Village. Checking out phones. I have really never sold a cordless phone. I know some of them are worth some good money, but I have not found any to date. It's an old camcorder. It was priced up very high. Those Wii Fit boards. There's an old projector there. They wanted $25 for. Didn't know if that was worth anything. This Namco plug and play was in very poor condition, and they wanted $8 for it. No, thank you. They can be worth a few bucks, those plug and plays. Some of them can be $20 to $30. Of course, there's the Dream Life one that's worth like $80 if you ever find that one. It's green. I have sold that one a couple times. Really no VCRs, so checking in the kitchen section here. A lot of contemporary stuff. Thing really old. This is a Fire King casserole dish. Kind of priced up though, $6.50 for kind of a shallow casserole dish, so was not worth enough for me to mess with, so I kept moving. Keep looking. I find the Savers Value Village to be to sell very high price stuff, so I'm not a big fan of shopping there all the time because of that. Prices I find are way too high there. Do see this for $7, this Homedics massager, and I was looking at the solds to see if this one might be worth it. And it was selling for like $20. So that's just not enough for me. And don't think it had all its pieces. Maybe if it was in its box, I would have taken it. And now I'm at a Goodwill. And at this Goodwill, Bill Nye's here. He's got a science kit there that I believe is not worth much. And checking out the toys. Out the plush. Here's a Tweety Bird plush that I could not get his head out of. His head was too fat and did not come through. Plus, he had some stains on him. I just eventually gave up on him. I don't think he was worth too much anyway, but it was still been cool to see his face. Tweety Bird in pajamas. And I'm looking at the dolls. I found a bunch of Monster High dolls on this wall last month for really cheap. So, taking a good look at all these toys. And some board games here. Puzzles, and really nothing sealed here other than that bingo game. And I know that bingo game's not worth anything on the top right corner there, so I leave that. And now I'm at a Salvation Army. Last couple days it's been really tough thrifting. I haven't really found a whole whack of stuff, so it's been hard. Looking at this Wilson football, it's not worth anything really, and it was not priced. You want to look for the old Nerf footballs. Those ones can be worth some good money if ever you see them. And I'm looking at the dishes here at Salvation Army. So linen, they have a wall here with a bunch of bags on it. Some Barbies that were not in good condition. And A&W little plushie. Unfortunately, the bag was like $8, which if it was $1 or $2, I might have taken that bag with that A&W plushie, but just no value there. So I head down the next aisle here. Looking at the pottery and the bowls. Nice mixing bowl set, and I did not look that up. That might have been worth some money. If you guys see anything that you think would have been worth looking up, let me know, because it's a nice mixing bowl set. I just noticed. Probably would, maybe could have been worth it. Chinese pottery and ceramics. Checking out the mugs. And I swing back on this side. And I'm looking at kitchen appliances. Again, not finding a whole lot of stuff the last couple days. Very tough. A lot of ceramic coffee mugs that just no value, or little value, I should say. I see this Xylus. This is actually a knife block. First time I've ever seen one of these. Xylus is a Swiss brand. I believe they wanted like $7 for this, and you're supposed to put your knives in there, or a couple of knives in there. Really weird. I was hoping that it would be worth something, but I looked it up and it was not. So I put it back. But Xylus is a pretty good brand. Be on the lookout for a Swiss brand. Now I'm kind of in a hardware section here. Looking at flashlights. I have sold really old flashlights. They can be worth some money. And I see this IKEA shower head for only $1, which was pretty cheap. Fortunately, again, I did some research in the store on my phone, and there's no solds. There is some listed on eBay, but there's no solds, so I'm not picking that up, even though it's super cheap. If the data is not going to back me up, and I'm not in love with the item, I will not buy it. So I had to leave it behind, even though that's super cheap, $1 for a shower head. Now, this is actually a Goodwill, and I'm just looking at the roller skates, looking at the different brands, seeing if there's any older ones, vintage ones. There's some Schwinn roller skates. Fortunately, they're not worth that much. They're about $20 to $25, and this thrift store had them priced at that. So, and there's a couple bowling balls. And I'm in the toy section, and I see for $10 this Fisher Price Fun with Food. This is from the early 90s or late 80s. It's in very rough condition, but for $10, that's a great deal. Unfortunately, I'm not picking that up. I have no room for that, and that would be maybe a Facebook Marketplace flip. You could probably get 50, $60 for that. I'm not going to mess with it. I've got lots of stuff to deal with right now, so I just kept going. But I thought that was a great deal, $10 for that. Very cheap. If you can find the McDonald's Fun with food stuff, that stuff is worth a lot of money. So always be on the lookout for older McDonald's toys from the 90s, 80s, 70s. And here I am looking at all the sewing machines over, and this is a brand you want to be on the lookout for, Bernina. They priced this one up though. $40 is too much to pay, and this was a very old model, and it's selling for between $100 and $150. But I did not want to take it home and test it. I already have a couple sewing machines for sale in my inventory. I want to wait till they sell before I buy more. Checking out the glasses again. There's the shaker here that for $2 is reasonable, but it's missing it, of course. It's metal top. So I walk past that. There's down there an Anchor Hawking punch bowl set. There's not a lot of value there, so decided to leave that. But I did find a lot of good stuff, and I'll take you to the haul. All right, everybody, it is Paul, and I'm back at home with my haul. We're going to go over it. It's been tough. The last few days, still tough out there since I came back from my Fargo and Grand Forks road trip in North Dakota. Things have been hard thrifting, but I did find a few things, and we'll go over them quickly here. First up, at Goodwill, I found for $5 a piece are these Brumberger metal film slide cases. These are in kind of rough condition, but I should be able to get between $20 and $30 for them. I see there's a sold on Poshmark for $30 for one of them, and sell-through rate's pretty good on eBay, so it's kind of a nice pickup. Here for $8, I got a Wild Weber game at Savers, and it is complete in there. Pretty rare game. It's not worth a whole lot. I'm probably going to put it up for $39 or $40 and see if get any bites. Another game here that's kind of rare is a Disney Storyboards game. I also paid $8 for this game, and it is complete. There is a sold for around $50 for this game. I'm probably going to put it close to that, maybe 49 or 45, just to move it, because these games are bigger, and bigger items I tend more, slower selling. I will be more aggressive with my pricing so that I can move them. Down here is a game that I've sold many times, and for $2 I got Past the Pigs. This is from the 90s, this version, and it sells well. I should get between $15 and $20 for it. Here's a Toshiba remote that I picked up for $1. This remote goes for about $18, so this is a good pickup. I didn't even look it up. I bought it blind. I've bought in so many remotes over the years that I can kind of know which ones are worth some money or not. And when they're only $1, it's pretty easy, right? So here is probably my favorite find of the last few days are these two 7-Up containers. They're from the 80s, I believe. Plastic. And yeah, I paid $5 a piece for them. I'm hoping to get $30 each for them. I'll maybe do $29.99. They should sell. There is a sold on Poshmark for $30 for one of them. So, and they're in decent condition. They have some wear, but I still think I should be able to get $29 to $30 a piece for them. Here is a Pokemon little purse, mini purse. It was $3.99, and it's not that old. I'm hoping to probably get maybe $15 for that. It's in great condition. Looks like it's never been used. This, I'm not sure. I paid $6 for this at Salvation Army. It's an extendable putter. It's a dynamic true temper. I paid $6 for it, and the shaft on it is adjustable, so it's a universal iron. I couldn't really find much information on it. I'm going to do more research on it, and I'll probably hope to get at least $30 for it. Would kind of be my starting point. See what happens. It's in good condition. Should be easy to ship because it so retracts and it's so small. So, and that's pretty much it, guys, for this last few days. It's been kind of dry, so I'll just do what I can out there. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. And happy hunting. Keep at her.